Hello. It's been a while since my posters. I've been so busy working on a new project. I will talk to you about that another day. But today I just wanted to have a quick conversation with you guys. Like, I was scrolling into my Instagram the other day and I bumped onto this story. There was a guy in the story who actually said, I quote, "Every diaspora, African diaspora going back to Africa are a failures because they have failed to make a living, to do something amazing for themselves, succeed in their career. That's why they decide to pack up and go back." And I found that really hurtful, because unless you are a diasporan person yourself and have left Africa and come and live in Europe, you will understand and you will know that living in Europe is not easy. First of all, as a black person, finding a job in Europe or in America is not easy, because just being black make it difficult for you. Secondly, you have to be extra good, because you can have like the good skills and everything, and someone who doesn't have any skill or barely, just the bare minimum, can become your boss, and because you are black, so there's so many barriers. And like, starting a business or creating something in this country, yes, it will work, but you cannot really invent anything new that hasn't done. You can probably improve it, but you cannot invent anything new here anymore, because the books are full. So it does make sense to, after sometimes of working and saving, and you decide to go back in the continent, in Africa, to develop something, to start a business, and that's gonna create jobs, that's gonna help your people, that's gonna better your life and better your children's life. And that's something that I'm planning to do now. I'm working on it. I'm planning to go back, because by hearing that comment of that guy really hurt me, because this is what most of the diaspora face, and that's why most people who are from the diaspora choose not to ever go back. And also, when they go back, they will work here for like maybe a year, and then they'll pack the money, save some money, and then go home and like pretend that they live a lavish life, and like show a lifestyle that they don't, that's not real, and they just enjoy that for a few weeks or a month or something, and then they come back to the UK or in America and they work their ass off to raise back the money they just spent, and that's because of comment like this. Because people think that when you are in the diaspora, when you're in Europe or in America, your life is fabulous. Everything comes easy. Money grows on trees, Life is just like easy to go by, which is not true. It's really super fucking hard. I'm sorry for my swearing. But it's really hard. And like, I came here, and from the day I arrived till to this day, my plan has always been to go back, and I will do it. I'm working on it, and I will do it, because it's not easy to go back. This is one thing they don't know, that it's not easy. You just don't pack up and go, right? You have to prepare it, because let's face it, Africa is not easy. But if all of us, we're gonna run away because Africa is not easy, and like all the problems that are in Africa and stuff, like, who's gonna fix Africa? We just sit here in our comfortable life, in a safe zone, and like point the fingers at everything that's going wrong in Africa. But us who are here, why can't we go back and like help solve those problems? So I was really hurt by that comment, because that's one of the reasons that many African diaspora don't go back to Africa, because they get judged, they get laughed at when you go back, and you have to stay in your family home. You don't come back with millions and build mansion. You don't buy brand new Range Rover or whatever car and ship it back to Africa so you can drive everywhere, and everybody will know that you come from Europe or America. And it's really sad. Go and live a humble life for the beginning, develop a business, develop a brand, develop get into farming, get into agriculture, because invent something, I don't know. The books are so empty in Africa. There's still so much to do, that whatever you're gonna take here, whatever knowledge you have here, and you take it back to Africa, believe me, it's gonna be useful, and it's gonna make you a lot of money. So me, I'm not ashamed to say I'm gonna go back to Africa. I don't care if people are gonna make fun of me, like, oh, so Europe didn't work, that's why you're coming back, huh? I don't care. I'll go back. I'll do what I have to do. And then I will make a living for myself, create a good, comfortable life for myself, away from stress, and eat good food, give a good future for my children. Posting things like this, like, oh, 80% of African who go back, diaspora African to go back, is because they are a failure, and I just find it really hurtful and really misleading, and that can be very dangerous for those from the diaspora who would like to go back, who are scared to go because of this type of judgment. So my message is, if you are from the diaspora, if you're African and you live in the diaspora, and you would like to go back to your home country, in Africa, to the continent, please don't be ashamed to do so. It's your right to do so. Yes, you were either born here, or you came here when you were younger, and you made a life, and then you decide you want to go back. It's okay, you can go back. It's your continent. Don't be scared of the shame or whatever people are gonna say, because if you know what you're doing, like I do, you just don't care about what they say, and just go and follow your dreams. And please don't forget to go on my website, www.innocentmessy, and you can have this beautiful baby's pair of glasses, designed by myself, hand painted, and decorated with a cowrie shell. So it's all available on my website, and I'll see you next time.